Hey everyone, this is Corey with Sims Investment Management. This is our monthly update. It is July 2026, and I hope everyone had a wonderful 4th of July celebrating America's 250. I know we had a ton of activities here in Cincinnati and some big ones in some other cities that we have clients in, so hopefully everybody had a wonderful celebration. We're getting the newsletter to you a little bit late this month. I will take full responsibility for that. It's been pretty busy here at Sims Investment Management as we implement some new marketing initiatives. We hired a outsourced chief marketing officer, and we have some really exciting stuff that we're going to be rolling out to our clients later in 2026 and then into 2027. We also had a new team member join our team, Connor Diem, so we're really excited for Connor to be here. Connor technically signed on with Sims in fall of 25, and then he finished up school and joined us here at the beginning of July. So we're really excited to have Connor. Connor's primarily going to be supporting Ryan Atkins and a lot of his clients, but you'll probably see him sit in on some client meetings with me as well, and maybe some project work here and there. Other housekeeping item, as we continue to roll out our For Our Community initiative, here at Sims, we've got some exciting initiatives that we're going to be doing later this year. We talked about the Hyde Park Blast that we did as a team in June. One of them that we're doing now is raising money for the Free Store Food Bank. So in Cincinnati, there's a big fireworks show on Labor Day weekend, and the Rubber Duck Regatta, where you buy a duck and you feed a child. And Sims is jumping into that this year. There's a link in the newsletter if you will be so kind and consider to purchase an electronic rubber ducky, that then all the money goes to the Free Store Food Bank to feed the less fortunate children in the Cincinnati community. All right, so then to some of the business. This is one of my favorite newsletters of the year, not because I've got a ton to say but on the video, but because we take time to remind our clients and those that receive this newsletter about some of our general principles here at Sims. And so the written portion, just as a mid-year check-in, remember we try very hard not to predict and act like we're predicting. We're not prognosticators. So really what this is supposed to be is a semi-annual reminder of what some of our core principles here are that guide our financial plans. One of which is you just have to start with a plan. So many people come to us and they might ask us about a certain investment, or maybe even a type of account. You know, one of my favorite things recently has been, should we open a Trump account? And you know, with Trump accounts by themselves, and if you can get the $1,000 because you had a kid the past couple of years, or if you're qualifying for the $250 Dell scholarship or Dell grant, that's wonderful. It's amazing. But it's very hard to answer in isolation, should you open a Trump account, right? We need to know what your goals are. We need to know what the goals are for saving for your children. Maybe a 529 makes sense. Maybe a UTMA. Maybe even whole life insurance makes sense, right? So it's so hard sometimes when people bring up things in isolation, because we really need to start with a plan and talk about how your plan is designed and what the goals that we're solving for, and then we can boil it down to, well, these are the type of accounts that you should be focused on and saving into, or these are the type of investments. So that is certainly one of our main general principles here, is start with a plan. You know, in regards to some of the current comments in the state of the world, I think what we do a good job of reminding people is it's been a pretty busy 6 months. There's a lot that happened in the beginning part of 2026, and it seems like we say this every year. How could the market be digesting it? How in the world are we where we are? And it's just a gentle reminder that the market is driven off of earnings, right? And company earnings have continued to come in really strong so far in 2026. They're projected to come in really strong so far, looking forward into 2027. And so the market tends to be 12 to 24 months forward looking. And when earnings continue to look strong, because you are an investor in companies, right? Not stocks, companies, you are a partial holder of publicly traded companies. And so if they're expected to make more earnings this year and next year, then we would expect hopefully their stock performance to continue to increase. So keep that in mind. Sentiment drives the market in the short term, but in the long run, fundamentals tend to win out. And when we talk about earnings, that's the core to fundamental investing is the company making money? And if so, over the long run, that tends to benefit the owners of those companies. So that's it for this month. I hope it's helpful. Please send this video along to anybody that you think would enjoy it. And we'll talk to you guys in August. Thanks.